Hi guys, welcome to our laravel-livewire series. Okay, in this video we're going to check how we can use livewire for the search, and also how we can use it to integrate with a remote API. So yeah, this is an example laravel-livewire project that I'm hosting at livewire.rehanmanzoor.me. Actually, if you want to go and check the repository, you can just go and check this repo. Okay, so for this API, we're just using a search form, a small search form. Let's go ahead and search Laravel. Okay, so when we search Laravel, actually it goes to GitHub and it tries to search the repository using GitHub public API, and then it shows the result here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some more search just to understand it. Okay, so this is what it is working. So when we type search, when we search for any keyword, so actually it send an ajax call, and while the ajax call is in progress, it shows the searching icon and then it loads the results. Okay, so let's go ahead and check our project and create this component here. Okay, so this is the GitHub repository. You can check it if you want to. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, so I'm already running this running our project at localhost 1234. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a component. Let's open another tab here. Okay, so here let's go ahead and create another component. PHP artisan livewire let's make it GitHub API integration. Okay, so our component is created. So let's go ahead and enter this component here. Let's enclose it. Okay, and let's open this GitHub API integration here, and let's open this blade file as well. Okay, let's minimize this project bar and open it in our split window. Okay, so yeah, so this is our file. Let's add something here just to see if everything is running fine. Okay, let's refresh this page. Okay, so we can see the page. Let's go ahead and add our HTML here. Let me do that. Okay, I have added the basic HTML, and let's go ahead in the browser and check first HTML is being rendered, and second, like, let's go ahead and take a look at GitHub public API. Okay, so we have our search form here. Okay, so this is GitHub public API, api.github.com search users, and if you want to search an user, you actually pass in the query parameter q, and we'll just write Laravel. So okay, so it gives us around 100 result per call. So we'll just be rendering login and avatar URL, and lastly HTML URL just to redirect the users, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and add this in our call here, and also add this binding here. Let's go ahead and add a property search term. Okay, and let's bind it here. Search term. Okay, so and let's go ahead and write for method public function updated search term. Okay. Okay, so to understand the updated search term, so whenever there is an update in the search term model here, so this method will be called. So let's go ahead and dump this search term to see see the response. Let's go ahead and add this. Okay, let's see the console, like what is happening here. Okay, and okay, cool. So it is working fine. So whenever we type anything, we update this search term. So this update is being called. So in this update, actually, we can write our code. Let's go ahead and copy this code here, and we'll use it here. Okay, so we'll be using search results. We'll be using HTTP get method, and here instead of laravel we'll pass the parameter from search string. Okay, so once this is done, let's go ahead and dump the search results to see what is in the search result coming. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, so yeah, so these are the search results. We are getting Guzzle HTTP response. From response we will get the body, and let's go ahead and parse this body. JSON search result, let's make it, and search results body. I think body will work. Let's go ahead and dump this body first to see what is in the body. Okay, okay, so body is actually our JSON file here. So in the body actually there is this item that we're interested in. We'll just get this item. Let's go ahead and first parse this JSON here. Decode. We'll make it associative array, and here let's add another public property, search results. Let's make it an empty array by default. Okay, so here what we will do is we'll update our search result based on if we get the search result or not. So here we'll just put asset JSON search results items. Let's make sure. Okay, this is items, and so if we have items, so we'll just pass these items to these search results. Otherwise it will just be an empty array. Okay, so just let's go ahead and try to render this result here. Okay, and for that let's go ahead and add another row. Okay, if search results are not empty, so we'll render these results here. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's make it another row, and here we'll just add our columns, column 3, and here what we can do, let's close this actually, and let's close this as well, and let's work on this view only. Okay, and we'll add the margin top 2 maybe, and here let's go ahead and iterate on search result. Okay, and each. Okay, actually let's move this outside. We don't need it here. Okay, and let's keep it here, and actually we don't need these rows as well. Actually we will keep this and we'll remove these two lines, and let's indent it code, and also let's take this chunk instead of just row, so our row is fully uniform, all rows are fully uniform. So for that actually we can use array underscore chunk method. It will take an array and it will give us the chunk, so we'll need the chunk of 3. So search result chunk, so here so in each row there will be, actually let's make it 4, so we'll display 4 records in one row, and let's iterate on our search result chunk, search result, and okay, I think and for each, and I think this looks cool. So let's go ahead and just render the login actually. And let's see if it works. Okay, and let's go ahead and okay, cool, so it worked. So what now we have to do is like just add our pictures and also the HTML URL as well. So let's go ahead and copy these guys. So one is HTML URL which we need, and the avatar, for avatar we can use avatar underscore URL. Okay, so for this actually let's go ahead and add an image here. Okay, And then for here we'll just add an anchor tag, and here we'll just use HTML URL. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it that we want for now. It seems okay. And here just add this class. I don't know if this class now exists in Laravel-livewire or not. Let's go ahead and check that. Cool. So we have our search result. So last thing we need is we need to add our loading icon here. So yeah, let's go ahead and add the loading icon. For that we'll just go to GitHub, git bootstrap. Actually bootstrap icon. Actually we can use these as well, bootstrap v4. Okay, bootstrap has spinner. Let's go ahead and check this spinner. Okay, so we'll be using this one, the blue one. Let's go ahead and copy this guy and add it here right under this guy, and here we'll just tell it, okay, only show the spinner while there is a loading call. And I think that's it. Let's go ahead and refresh our page. Okay, so there is a little problem. I think we don't need to display this guy, rotate this guy. Okay, let's go ahead and check it again. Okay, cool. So now let's make it in a div and a row so it shows properly here. Okay, and I think that's it. Let's my2 and let's refresh it again. Okay, the last thing we have to do, we only need to search like when there are 3 or more characters. So let's go ahead and restrict that as well. For that actually we need to go to GitHub API, this component, and here we can add if search term is less than 4 characters, don't do anything. Okay, and I think that's it. And yeah, let's go ahead and refresh it again now. Okay, and I think the last thing we need to do here, I think we can do debounce, so the call is also restricted to 0 millisecond. And yeah, I think this should work now. Let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, property not found in the component. Okay, I think I need to refresh it. Okay, cool. Yeah, this does not exist. Okay, it's also there. Let's go ahead. Okay, so now we just need to handle the empty results, and so for that actually we already have this class here. I'll just write an else class here, and we can just write 112, and here what we'll do is we'll just write that your query didn't bring any search result. Okay, and let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, and we also want to display this only like if we are searching, because we are not searching if our string length is less than 3. So we'll add it here. Term is greater than 3, only then we'll show this guy. Let's go ahead and refresh this now. Okay, by default there should be no error message here, so let's go ahead and search it. Okay, cool, now it's all fine. Cool. Actually you don't need to press enter. I'm just pressing enter out of my habit, so you don't need to do that. Cool. So yeah, this is the way how you can actually use Livewire to integrate any public API or any search API. This is still basic, like it's not a really advanced stuff. You just need to practice on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you have any comment or questions. Yeah, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.